My name is Arnie the Beta. I pen problems to the fingers and tips that I was blessed with. Know that every single beta out there is a product that's continuously tested. But when my pen is in the highest working order, they will say that this is the finished product that you shouldn't mess with. So yeah, I got some Hulk in my poise. I could have been that Black Panther that was Captain America for using his voice. But right now I've got a poetry shield and the freedom of choice. Listen, I hate the way to encourage a man in this society is to tell him to man up. But all society ever did is try to bring the man down. I hate the way you could say men are trash. Like somehow it's a universal message that's so well renowned, but no one ever deeped the collateral damage. Somehow a rubbish quote became something so profound. I mean, not every guy could be most wanted, but somehow they've been lard until they've been lined up, but you didn't know they've been through things. But if I had to tell you what that guy's... Somehow they've been lard until they've been lined up, but you didn't realize they've been through things. But if I had to tell you what that guy's been through, I'd probably holler graphic things. But as you hear it, you either remain paralyzed or remain vindictive and say it's a pair of lies. Listen. But I hate how society clumps guys into a group. Good or bad, these exes factored men into one group. Like a Simon or Simone that said they have to move in one direction, hell. But I'm hoping the only way is up. I'm hoping the guy can rehabilitate. But then my mind continues to trickle down. Because the world continues to despise a man, but he didn't know he's in his own web, with the mood swinging, hoping for that Mary Jane for comfort. But I guess even in his own homecoming, there's still no way home. But like Spider-Man, there was a time in my life when I was looking for a doctor to change my time. Multiverse, let me take you to a place these eyes land where time forgot. A 16-year-old going through therapy, allowing his doctor to see his dear diary. Yeah, y'all didn't know I was going through such a stage. I could have remained silent or been enraged, because allowing my doctor to see my dear diary, and she said there was too much venom on this page. Boy, I could have caused a life of carnage. So I was looking at my doctor strange, because even back then I knew I had a better role. Even back then I knew I had a better role. I'd rather pen my problems as opposed to stabbing souls, and that's real. That's real. But I guess that time in my life I didn't have an Uncle Ben with an uncle's pen who could tell me with great power comes great responsibilities. But then I looked at my hands. These fantastic forces, I realized I could make a paranormal activities. So yeah, I could have been the best ghostwriter. But if I believed in myself back then, I could have kept my light up. But I may not have an Uncle Ben with an uncle's pen. But I realized like a caveman who could still evolve, turn the wheel, and make the fire work in the den. But no one ever did the evolution. In therapy, I found a solution. I went from Jose Mourinho prefer not to speak to open mics and the practice what I preach. And I was looking at my future like Hawkeye. I think I became an optimist. Prime, I hit and streamed every opportunity, and oh boy, I never missed. But I already deeped my own end game. I couldn't avenge how my heart felt. I thought I could be the best chocolate rapper, but then I knew my little Kevin Hart would melt. Y'all didn't deep that. I already deeped my own end game. I mean, does every guy in this life aspire to be like Tony? You know, either a genius or billionaire or playboy or philanthropist? Then it's stark to me. If every guy is supposed to be that Iron Man, you have a hole in your chest where your heart's supposed to be. But is that why dudes do dastardly deeds that dare devils then die? Or become that Luke, caged? I mean, not every man is made of steel. Not every man is made of steel. I mean, life could be a dead pool, so I'm only trying to keep it real. These days, you can't even Superman up because of his own kryptonite. But if I was to break down kryptonite, a man's biggest weakness is that he can't even cry in his own kryptonite. Because these days, you can't even Superman up because of his own kryptonite. But if I was to break down kryptonite, a man's biggest weakness is that he can't even cry in his own kryptonite. Because of all that Aquaman, he's too worried that his tears will jerk him, drowning in his own sorrow. And never could afford therapy, so they have to go creative. Think Aloe Black. I need $1 I can borrow. But that's why you never hear about a man that's choked up. Because they're unable to unravel his emotions and he's already choked up. But that's why I'm trying to better me. And through these words, I'm trying to better you. I'm trying to be a better man. I'm trying to have a better plan. I'm trying to be better than. Flip that V to the side. I'm trying to be better than whatever's on the other side that are better than. But the worst case is, any of you guys can easily be that man. You know, a dark night in the cave. A black sun living in darkness. But I guess only a Stevie can wonder what I'm talking about. Oh, man, I forgot the rest. I almost. Nervous now, work. Ah, man. Ah, man. I may not have a leg to stand on, but I still want a legacy, a foundation of equality that no one could drown on. And I may not have a leg to stand on, but in this last pitch, I'm a defender. And I'm just trying to tell everyone to please, man on. Let's all play ball together. Let's all play equality in this life that we play together. But you know what? It's not the kind of poem that Amber heard because it only ever gave with Johnny Depp. Arnie. Thank you. Arnie.